Hi, hello. Welcome back to Spelling's 5-Minute Build School. Today we're looking at the basics of how to build trees. Trees by their nature are a big subject, and because of this, I was faced with a choice. Do I provide inadequate teaching or multiple video parts? The answer was obvious. To start off today, we need to know what kind of tree we want to build. And the question we need to ask is, what is the most basic kind of trees? The answer? A standalone tree in a low wind area. Why, you might ask? Trees are highly affected by soil, wind, and location. A tree of the same species and age won't look the same in the forest versus a field. Trees can be broken down into 4 main parts: the trunk, the roots, the branches, and the leaves. The trunk is the basis for all your building for your trees. The common ways to build trunks is to use a circle like a mushroom, a layered circle, or an irregular shape as your trunk shape base. Trunks, for the most part, use the same ideas and skills as building mushroom stems, even if it's an irregularly shaped trunk. The width of the tree is something that helps indicate age. A young tree will be thin and stretched out. An older, mature tree will be thick and chunky. Older trees also tend to have more texture to them. Trees with a single trunk come in 2 main varieties. One where the trunk goes up a short way and then splits off into multiple branches. And the other kind where the trunk goes all the way up and then ends up in a final puff of branches and leaves. Tree branches have a lot in common with slim bendy mushroom stems. They attach to the trunk and twist a little or a lot. Pines and spruce leaves are a good example of trees that have straight branches, and cherry and acacia are both examples of trees that have more curved and twisting branches. Branches on the younger trees attach to the trunk and then go in a more upward direction, whereas older trees go in a more downward direction. The 2 main things that affect the shape and visibility of your roots are the age of your tree and the hardness of your ground. If your tree is young, then it will go straight into the ground. If your tree is middle-aged and in soft soil, there will be no visible roots or widening of your tree. If your tree is middle-aged and on hardening ground or is old, then some root structure will be seen, and the trunk will widen at the base to meet your roots. There are 2 main approaches to doing leaf placement. Both revolve around using the main branches as a base to place the leaves. One approach is to make leaf bunches in forms similar to mushroom tops. This way, the leaves end up in groups that form fairly flat clumps around the tree, and it will end up with a fairly terraced look to it. Another is to create cloud-like puffs where you want leaves. This way ends to a more airy and soft look. No matter which way you pick, remember, trees use leaves to create their nutrients, so they have the majority of them where they can get the most sun. I really hope you enjoyed this installment of 5-Minute Build School. With enough practice, you'll go from epic to awesome in no time. Bye!